Hello, welcome to the video. I'm Jessie and I make videos about living creatively in my 40s, and I try to do it in a pretty realistic way. Today, we're doing a little thrifty video. I picked up a couple button-down shirts a while ago that I want to try and alter and turn into tank tops. But before I get started on that, I also went thrifting over the weekend and I got just a couple things that I thought I would show you. This is a pile behind me. The first thing I found is something, oh no, I just noticed that there's like a little rip. I didn't notice that in the store. That's okay. Anyway, something that I've been looking for quite a while is just a larger brown bag. And I saw this one and I thought it was pretty cute. I really like the color. I always used to be like a big bag carrier, but over the last several years, I've switched to a smaller purse. But I've just been thinking that like it would be nice to have a bag that I would be able to like put my knitting project in, or like my art kit and my sketchbook, or even just like a book to read. None of my purses that I have will fit all of those things. And so I've been looking for a bag and I've come across a few that I thought might work, but none of them had the long strap. And I really wanted a strap that I could do crossbody with, because I'm a millennial. I'm a millennial to my core, and I need a crossbody. So this one is pretty perfect, except for this little tear right here that I did not notice. Oh well, what can you do? Then I just have a couple clothing items, and I'll try them on and show you. We will start with this just basic navy blue sleeveless top. It's just a nice, soft, comfy, basic tank top for summer. It's originally from Eddie Bauer. I like the color. I think it looks cute with these shorts, actually. So that's the first thing. The next thing is this cute little striped t-shirt. It's a red, a really soft blue, almost gray stripe, and a white. I like this color combination. I think it's cute without being too like Americana. It's a little bit more like retro. I kind of like it with these red shorts. I don't know if it's too much red going on, but cute. T-shirt is originally from Old Navy. Okay, the next two things are sweaters, which I won't be able to wear for a little while because it's still pretty hot out. Pretty hot. It's going to be like 100 degrees tomorrow. But I really liked both of them, and it's not a bad thing to be prepared, especially when you are trying to thrift most of your clothes. You gotta get them when you see them, right? Anyway, this long sleeve, this is like a light sweater. The brand is it's just Arizona, which is sold at JCPenney. But I just really liked it. It's from the men's section, so it's long and a little bit oversized. I think the fit is really cute, and I really like the bold stripe. I'm like really into the stripe thing this year. I feel like I've been buying so many striped things. I like a stripe, and I really like the big, thick, bold stripe, and this kind of maroonish color is just one of my best colors, I think. So, got this one, and then I got this like celery green rib knit one. I was on my way to the dressing room. I walked by this one, it caught my eye. Also from the men's section. It's just like, if I had a dream sweater, this is it. It's just like so thick and comfy and a little bit oversized. I like where it hits me right here. It's just, this is comfy. I think that I will probably live in this in the fall. And I like the color. The color is cute too. I think like, I don't have a lot that's like this kind of lighter, sagey. I don't know if this is like a sage, more of a sage than a celery green, but I think it's really pretty. Oh, this one is from American Eagle originally, so yeah, love this. I don't know about this last one. I kind of feel like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz in this. Let me put a different shirt on, hang on. Okay, I don't know. This might be one of those thrift blindness situations I always hear people talking about. I thought this skirt was cute. Maybe if I take off the socks, hang on. All right, is it better without the socks? I don't know. I kind of like the flare that the socks add. Anyway, this skirt is like a periwinkle color, which I would never buy normally, but I like the shape of the skirt. I like this like gathering right here, and then it's kind of an A-line bottom. And I bought it with the intention of like, oh, maybe I could dye it and change the color, which maybe I will do. But I thought maybe I would give it a chance for the periwinkle to kind of grow on me a little bit. Maybe I could find a fun way to style it. I don't know. Now that I have it on at home, I'm not totally sure about this one. Yeah, I don't hate it with this top. I have to play with it. Okay, what if we go with something like this that's a little bit like looser fitting and longer? Like it changes the shape a lot when I have a longer shirt on. And then I just keep layering. Let's keep layering. Not that. Maybe. Interesting. This is interesting. Okay, I think we're getting closer. Or the dark one. This feels like something that I would see on Pinterest, I think. I've always liked the tennis shoes with the skirt thing, and I've always thought it looked really funny on me, but I don't know, maybe I could pull it off. I think this is like one of those pieces where it's very feminine, and so adding things that are less feminine, I think makes for a really interesting look. I think it's fun. I think it'll be fun to play with. I could put like a sweatshirt on, like a more monochromatic thing going on. And then I brought both of these sweatshirts, which are also a little bit monochromatic, dark or light, whichever way you want to go. Let's try the gray. Okay, I feel like a fashion girly. I feel like I came off of somebody's Pinterest board. This is going to be fun in the fall, and maybe I'll just keep it because I think I could find enough things that would work with this color. It's just, you know, it's never been a color that I have been drawn to. Yeah, okay, I'm going to keep it. Got my sewing machine out because we are going to do a couple little upcycling projects. Let me show you the shirts that I'm going to be altering first. Okay, so the first one is this blue and kind of like tropical pattern button-down shirt that I found in the men's section. It's pretty big. It's got a collar. So I think what I want to do with this one is, first of all, cut the sleeves off. I want it to be more a sleeveless top. So I want to cut the sleeves off, and then I think I'm also going to remove the collar. And then I kind of want to try to make it like a triangle, like a V-neck, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out. I'm going to start by removing the collar, and then I'll just kind of pin it to see how it would look. It's also very long, so probably have to shorten it. Okay, and then this is the second one. I like pretty much everything about this, except I want it to be sleeveless too. This is actually a really fun shirt if you just keep the sleeves on, but it's, I don't know, it's a little much for me, and I just thought that it would be cute as a summer top, a sleeveless instead. But I'm going to keep like, I like the collar already how it is. It has these cute little strings. The buttons are cute. They're covered with fabric, and then it has like the little loopy buttonhole. Yeah, so this one should be easy, except for the fabric might be a little bit difficult to work with because it's kind of like a sheer polyester. It might be a little bit slippery and tricky to work with, but the only thing I have to do is just cut the sleeves off and hem the armholes, because the length is good and it fits well through here. So I think I'm going to start with this one just because it requires fewer changes and should be simpler in theory. That's cuter already. It's just not so like bam, so much pattern. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So I kind of want it to come in like that. Okay. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. It's not like perfect, but that's pretty much it. So now I just got to do the other side. To get the shoulder the width that I want it to be, I just measured from the collar out. I want mine to be 2 inches wide when it's done, so I just measured 2 inches, and then I'm doing a hem that is, it adds another 1/2 inch. So I just measured 2.5 out from the collar and then drew a line down. It's hard to see, but it's there. Just down to the armpit. And that is what I'm cutting off. I don't know how to model, but like, yeah, cute. I think I did it pretty evenly. I think this is really cute now. Fun, very simple change to make this shirt like way cuter for me. So that was fast, that was easy. And we can get started on the second one. I'm gonna start this one just the same way by cutting off the sleeves, and then I'm also gonna cut off the collar and just see what it looks like. See what I'm working with here. Kind of fold it under to see. I'll probably bring this in too. I want it to be more like this shape. You see the vision? Do I need to bring it in on the sides? Keep it loose? We'll see. That's gonna be a really gapey armhole there. But I could, if I bring it in, take it in a little on the sides. Okay, we'll see. Okay, before I start cutting anything off, I'm going to try and solve the armhole issue. I'm gonna just take it in 2 inches on each side, and I think that should help for sure to make the armhole smaller. And I'll go from there. I think that makes sense. That's a better armhole, and it has a more snug fit now. So I'm gonna take it up to this last button so it sits more like right there. And then I need to cut this like that and do something with this. I think this will be the last thing I do. I'll do this part next. Maybe I'll do this part next, the shortening. I'll shorten it. I know I could do that. I forgot to change my thread. I did get thread that matches the shirt, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh, hey, I kind of forgot you were here. I hemmed the bottom. So this is a much better length. This is a much better fit down here so far. I'm gonna save the rest of it for another day. I'm just a little bit, I feel like I've done enough today, and I need to be done for the day. So we'll pick it back up tomorrow or this weekend sometime. Okay, it won't matter to you because it's gonna be right after this. And we're back. I'm gonna start working on the neckline of this shirt. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, theme of this entire channel. I'm just gonna go for it though. I think this is gonna work, what I have drawn out here. If it does, I'll just transfer it and do the same thing on the other side. I know it's really hard to see because the marker is blue that I'm using, but I pretty much just drawn a curve from the shoulder seam down to my armpit that I'm gonna cut out, and then over here, just like cutting out this corner of the collar. On the armhole side, I need to cut out the front and the back, but on the neckline side, I need to only cut the front. Don't forget that. Okay. I think to make this work, I think I do need to cut like a little bit off the back, just like along the neck hole. All right, that's the shape. I'm gonna put this on and see, just see what it looks like. It's not bad. It's just this armhole is so big and I don't really know what to do about that. I could maybe sew fabric in here, like a panel, just to, so my boob isn't hanging out. That's kind of cute, right? I gotta hem it. I'm gonna do, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this other side too, so I can just sew around the whole thing. Are you playing with your toy down there? Yeah, are you a good girl? Yeah, you're a good girl. We have been so cooped up the last few days because the air quality is so bad here. I've been trying to get her exercise like inside as much as possible, but I think she's getting a little antsy, but she's being a good girl. I'm using the piece that I cut off the armhole from the other side to like as a pattern. So I hopefully do them the same. You know, other than this part looks pretty good, I think. This part, we're gonna have to figure something out for. I'm gonna throw it on the machine and like hem it up at least. Okay, that is hemmed. It's not looking super even. Should probably press this a little bit, but I think that looks pretty good. What are we gonna do about this? I don't think that, like, I think I could probably take it in a little bit more, like maybe I could just take it in a little bit more. Can I? I don't want to do too much because then this starts to pull, but if I could take it into like right there, that would be good. Let me try that. Okay, so like that fits better under the arm, but now I do see I have the gaping here, and then I have gaping here. I also haven't hemmed this yet. So like maybe that will be okay. What do I do? How do I make this work? I'm so close to making this work. I should have probably figured this out before I did anything else, but what do I do? What do I do? I don't think I can make this work this way because I only have so much fabric to work with. This is good to know for like future reference, I think. But the other thing I was thinking is I could just sew this in, right? Hold on. Okay, I let that back out. I had just done a temporary stitch. Okay, but what if I put this inside? I mean, that could work, right? Okay, this just keeps getting worse. This just keeps getting worse. And I don't know what to do. And my machine now is messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it. I've rethreaded it. I've rethreaded the bobbin. I'm about ready to admit defeat on this one. I hemmed the armholes, or I was trying to anyways. I was really struggling because I don't know what's wrong with my machine, but now it's just like, oh, I have to blur that out. I don't know. It's like, see what's going on with my, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Just kept getting stuck. I don't know, it wouldn't like pull the fabric forward, and then the thread gets all bunched up. And sometimes that's my bobbin, something's wrong with my bobbin, but like I said, rethreaded the top and the bottom in a couple times, and I don't know, I have to look into that. At this point, this is probably never gonna get worn, and it's just a learning experience. Unfortunately, I don't know, maybe I can fix my machine and redo these hems, and then I do still kind of want to try to put this panel in here just to see if that would work. So let's do that before I give up. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I'm gonna keep trying till this looks like something, even if it looks like shit. I don't care. Okay. I mean, it's not great. It is not great. If you look at this up close, it looks terrible. Like, the stitching is horrendous. The hems are really bad. But I don't know. I think I kind of achieved what I was trying to. I did sew the paneling in to the side, so it covered up what it filled that hole in, so that's something. What's the back look like? I think it's not bad for a first attempt at something like this using a thrifted Walmart shirt, right? I can wear it to like paint, stain cabinets, work in the garden, whatever. It was fun to try. It was fun to try, at least, right? You gotta start somewhere. You gotta mess some stuff up to learn. So I think that it was a good learning project. I don't know what I learned exactly. I learned what not to do. The other one at least worked out. That one was a lot easier than what I was trying to do here. That one I will wear for sure. This one, wear around the house. I could try this again though. I'm sure there's like tutorials that I could watch and learn how to actually do it. I was kind of just winging it. Also, I replaced the needle on my machine and it was working a little bit better, but I'm still not sure if I'm using the right size. I think the needle is the right size. The thread might be the wrong size. I don't know. I didn't really even think to pay attention to thread weights. Anyway, I think I'm gonna cut this off here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for struggling through with me as usual. This is something that I've always wanted to learn how to do, and I've been kind of doing projects here and there over the last year or so, and it's fun. I mean, it's kind of like it's a learning process, and not every single time it's gonna work out great, but I can at least learn something that I can carry into the next time. We will try again another time. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.